to my channel. My name is Tracy. So excited to have you here today. It's Sunday the 11th of July and we have a new theme for our Sunday Facebook challenge. Now I thought I'd also change my camera view around a little bit to give you something a little bit different to look at. So this week's theme for our challenge is baby or kid themed, and I thought this would be so much fun. There are so many different stamp sets in the catalogues for both kids as well as babies, so I hope that you're able to come up with something really easy. But let me show you the card that I'm creating today. It is this one here. Isn't it gorgeous? So adorable, so cute, using the Party Puffin stamp set. All the supplies I've used for today's card can be seen as clickable links in the description of this video. There's also links over in my blog for all the products that I've used. So this is gorgeous. This is Party Pattern Designer Series paper. It is a host product that you can earn for free with Stamping Rewards. It is a huge pack. It's super huge, but I love all the different patterns in it. So we're using a couple of the patterns. Also using our Stitch So Sweetly dies, because I found that that little rectangle is super cute with this card. So we have a large piece of basic white thick for our stamping, and our card base is Pool Party. So let me get down to the dimensions. Now, as I quickly show you through this card, know that all the dimensions are over on my blog, so if you can't get hold of them quickly, just head over there and it's all written down for you. So our card measures 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, and we're making all these score lines, and I'm sort of guessing down, we're going down to about 2 inches from the bottom. We don't want to score all the way through. And those score marks are 2 1/8, 4 1/8, 5 1/8, 6 1/8, and 7 1/8. And then I've turned it over to the side, and we're going to score at the 2-inch mark from the 2/8 inch score line down to the 7 1/8. So in between that first score line and that last score line that we placed in there, we're doing a cut line. So as you can see, I've just tidied up those ones that I didn't go quite to the very edge. So we're going to fold and score on all our score lines here. And yeah, you're not really going to know which way goes which way until you start putting it together. And you're going to make sure that you use your bone folder for this. You want to get nice crisp edges. I love this design. I think this is so cute, and this Party Puffins stamp set is really cute. So I just noticed I didn't score all the way through. So that one that is 4 1/8, you're actually going to score all the way through that card. That is your middle score line. And it sits up beautifully. So we have a few pieces of that Pattern Party DSP. We have two quantities of 3 5/8 by 7/8. We have one at 3 5/8 by 1 7/8, and one at 1 7/8 and 4 1/8. So how confusing is that? So we have the Party Puffins stamps here, and because I'm using Memento Tuxedo black ink, the first time you stamp them, they don't stamp super brilliantly. So what I recommend is using a Stamparatus to be able to stamp second or third time depending on your ink. So we're just adding the ink down. This is how I'll show you that it doesn't stamp that well, even though it was inked well. You can see there's some splotchy areas. So you can go back and do it a second time, and if you're happy with that, you can stay with that, or you can do it a third time. See, I think that looks so much better, but I did miss the top of that second penguin's hat, so I've gone and done it a third time just to be sure. Beautiful. So we're using some Stampin' Blends to colour this in. While we're here, we're just going to add a few of those candles, and because the birthday cake and the candles, I don't really need to have them super black. So I'm just going to stamp with my acrylic block. So one birthday cake, and I'm doing a few candles. I do a little bit more. I'm stamping them 3 times, but there is more candles there than I need. That makes sense. And you can stamp a lot with these. So we have our piece of Flirty Flamingo cardstock that I've cut the third smallest Stitch So Sweetly dies. So I'm using the Flirty Flamingo ink here, and I'm just randomly stamping the candles in the background of that piece. We're using two coloured inks, the Flirty Flamingo and the Pale Papaya for this card. I'm also going to be stamping the Happy Birthday in the Flirty Flamingo ink onto that Flirty Flamingo cardstock. And with the Pale Papaya cardstock, we're going to use Pale Papaya ink and using the sentiment Make-A-Wish. If you would like to purchase the Party Puffin stamp set or any other supplies that you may need, you can do so in my online store. Use the hostess code for this month and I'll send you out a customer appreciation card as well as a bundle tutorial. And I always have another little gift for you. So if you're interested in that, check those out. So we're going back to our stamped images. I have some great Stamping Blends colours here. We have Pale Papaya, Granny Apple Green, Flirty Flamingo, Pool Party, and Daffodil Delight. So I'm just going to quickly colour in the beaks in the Pale Papaya. As I continue to colour in the party hat, the candles, and the birthday cake, I've used all those colours. So the Pale Papaya, Granny Apple Green, Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight, and Pool Party for the backgrounds, which looks really great in our card because of that designer series paper. Now, did you know I send out emails? And I would love it if you come over to my blog and signed up for them. I send out a monthly card tutorial. This is an exclusive tutorial for you guys, and I really enjoy putting these together. I also send out what's going on with the Stampin' Up world and what's going on in my business, and it's also the place that you can sign up for my Stamp with Tracy classes. You can also sign up for them over my blog, but I tell you all about them through my emails. And that is also how you get in touch to be able to do the monthly online classes. So please come over and sign up. They're a lot of fun. So this card, we are going to have to cut out all these images, fussy cut out all these images. So it does take a little while, and I'm pretty sure that I edited out most of that because, yeah, I'm not the fastest at fussy cutting, but as you can see, power of editing, I can get it done quick.
A few moments later. One eternity later.
Yeah, it did take an eternity. So we're going to start layering our pieces. We have that piece on, but we need our designer series paper. So I did read out those measurements, but go over to my blog and check those out. We're just going to use some liquid adhesive to pop this one down. And this one goes on top. There are two pieces that are that first and second step, and then there's a larger piece for that third step in the background. So I'm popping up my Party Puffin with its hat onto that front panel. So we have our two steps there that are both the same size. Our third step's a little bit bigger. A sentiment Make-A-Wish goes at the back, and we have the Happy Birthday on the first step. All these little party puffins and the birthday cake are going to be popped up with dimensionals because they really do pop off the page then. So the back one. And then we're going to place some candles down. So I want one candle to go on that middle step penguin. He looks like he's holding one. The one at the back is holding one out to his side. And then we're going to pop some candles, 5 candles down along in that second one. So we have quite a bit to look at on each step. The first one has the sentiment and the birthday cake. The second one has a puffin and 5 candles. The third one has a sentiment and a puffin with a candle. And the one on the very left, he's looking beautiful with a gorgeous party hat and a big bow on his chest. So I'm using the Simply Elegant trim for that bow. This comes in gold and silver, and I'm using the silver for this card. Just a quick bow. These actually create really nice bows. And I'm going to use a glue dot to secure that down. So as you can see, I've got a couple of leftover candles, so stamping them 3 times, you're left over with 2. Today's card has been created for the Sunday Facebook challenge. This week's theme is baby or kid. So if you would like to join in, take a photo of your creation and then just come over and pop it into the thread in the comments for this week's challenge. And yeah, please come on and join in because it's a lot of fun and it's so great to see what everyone creates. So this is the card. Isn't it gorgeous? I love how it sits up and how it is so fun. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that you've enjoyed this gorgeous card and will maybe give it a go yourself. Now, if you're going to join in the challenge, please just pop a photo of your project over on my Facebook page in the comments section of that post. If you're in need of any of the Stampin' Up supplies I've used in today's card, they are linked in the description of this video, but you can head over to my online store and purchase any Stampin' Up supplies in the catalogues now in my online store, and I would so appreciate your business. I have really great rewards program for all my customers. I'll be back with another video really soon, so hopefully you'll come back for that. But in the meantime, if you haven't hit subscribe, please do that, and I would love to hear any comments that you have on this card. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Are you hearing my words I'm saying to you? 'Cause I'm looking in your eyes.